Okay, so huge, great news for the Black Clover manga and in general for Black Clover fans all around. News like this is exactly why I always try to stress, while yes, be respectful, ultimately you should definitely let the creatives and the people that are making the product that you enjoy reading, watching, and being entertained by know your thoughts and how you're feeling about whatever it may be that they're doing, because when you give the creators feedback, then ultimately they can figure out where to go with it next, because this big news with Black Clover right now is definitely something that the manga has absolutely needed. And if you caught my last Black Clover dedicated video that I had made about a month ago, one of the major gripes that I had about Black Clover's manga is the fact that we went from getting a brand new chapter each and every week when it was in Weekly Shonen Jump to getting a chapter every 3 months that would roughly be the same amount of pages that you would get in a singular weekly chapter. And while it was great and I was very happy and excited for Yuki Tabata, because we all know being a mangaka in Weekly Shonen Jump is no joke, and Tabata was saying for a while now that it was a lot for him, it was stressful for him and his family was having health issues, and he was just trying to figure it all out. And his best move that he could make after consulting with the people at Weekly Shonen Jump was, yeah, I think it's better if I go to a different magazine that is less strenuous. So he went to Jump Giga, which releases every 3 months. But again, the amount of content for fans of the series is a whole different ballgame. It was definitely a downgrade, and it was definitely a bit frustrating for us to go from having so much to getting so little. But with this announcement, it seems as though Yuki Tabata been working overtime. It seems as though Yuki Tabata was like, alright, I see what's happening here. Y'all feeling a little certain way because y'all only getting 1 chapter. And I want to say the last release, we may have had 2 chapters, which was great and definitely a step up, even though still it was quite a bit of a step down from the weekly release. But ultimately Yuki Tabata was like, alright, I'm gonna give y'all more. Now with this update, it seems as though he's going a level beyond. I almost said plus ultra, but different series. Shout out to All Might though, because according to this update, it says Jump Giga 2024 Autumn, which is essentially the next release that has Black Clover in it, will be releasing on November 15th, 2024. Black Clover will publish 3 new chapters with a total of 61 pages. So essentially averaging about 20 pages per chapter. And right then and there, automatically it makes you feel like, well, yeah, we're having a 3-month wait, but essentially 3 chapters means that we're getting about an average of a chapter per month worth of content, and I cannot complain about that. In fact, it makes me feel like, man, even if it was the same amount of content of a weekly release, it would be great if Black Clover was more so a monthly thing than a quarterly thing, just because it helps with the consistency. But I don't want to complain. I don't want to come in here and gripe about it, because the fact that Tabata is actually providing 3 new chapters after a long wait, this is great. This is fantastic. Black Clover fans are eating, feasting, shall I say, in comparison to what it's been over the last several months. And hopefully this is going to push forward in the narrative and the plot of what's going on right now, because it feels as though while things have been happening, it definitely could step it up a notch and could move forward a little bit more quickly. Not to rush things, but it feels as though, because when we started this thing, we was in Weekly Shonen Jump going weekly, that we've been having this arc go on for a long time. Not to mention, Black Clover started roughly about half a year after My Hero Academia started, because My Hero Academia started, I want to say July 2014, and Black Clover started roughly March of 2015. I say all that to say that My Hero Academia's manga just ended, and there's a high probability that Yuki Tabata may be looking to head in that direction of ending his Black Clover manga, considering the fact that even one of his contemporaries just finished up his run with My Hero Academia. He might be wanting to put this one to bed and start a brand new chapter and a brand new story altogether. Because if he's pushing out now 3 chapters, that means that the man is really trying to get his story told, and this could very well lead to Black Clover ending a lot sooner than people probably thought, because considering it went into a quarterly release, I'd imagine a lot of people were thinking this is going to take a while to finish. But if he is cooking at this consistent pace, then Black Clover could potentially end, if not with this 3 chapter run, which that would definitely feel very quickly, then definitely next year in 2025. But we'll see. Either way, this is fantastic news. Shout outs to Black Clover, shout outs to Yuki Tabata. 3 new chapters, 61 pages, November 15th. Let's go. That's all I have for this one. I'm Tim. As always, people, have an awesome day. Subscribe and hit that bell to get more. Thank you so much. I know you're not my lady, and that's okay. Be okay another day, or maybe I'm crazy.